Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on WAMUQ, Washington Mutual Incorporated, our good friend. Did this one, I believe, on Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep doing it as long as these bulls keep pushing this thing up. I remember doing it back on these 2 days, wondering, kind of what the heck was going on. And now look at it, it's even higher than where it was during these days. So want to get this updated going into the weekend. Won't be too long of a video chart just because there's actually no resistances right now, and I'll explain what I mean by that. But I just want to go over the support levels, where those stand, and that way everybody's covered in terms of what the technical analysis crowd is seeing. So first thing to point out, and probably besides the price action, my favorite thing about the chart are these guys down here. Look at the last 4 days. Do you notice the trend there? Going up. And when you have volume, that's what you want to see. And I know I say this all the time, but I'm always going to say it because this is the correlation you want to see. But you see this increasing volume, and then look at the correlation with price action. Increasing price action at the same time. And that's what you want to see. What you don't want to see is increasing volume and then either having the price go sideways or worse yet down. But this is a nice bullish correlation. And what is driving this? I have no idea. I'd be lying if I said I was following the Washington Mutual story. I have been following the chart, but I don't follow the story. But I don't really need to. All I know is that whatever's going on in the story is good, as is evidenced by the chart here. So first, let's just start off with our support levels. Our newest support level is simply going to be that previous high that had knocked us back down, but it's right here at, let me change this to green for our support, but we had a high here at 0.2089, and with the break of it today, this is now our new support level. Not only did we break through it, but it really went on a run there and closed pretty high up there. So it'd take quite a pullback to even come down there and test it. But if it does pull back, this is the ideal area that we would like to see hold as support. Now, if this one doesn't hold, there is still hope. It's not like the chart's all of a sudden out of play. There are other support areas. The next one being right down here, and this is going to be more kind of what I call a crucial support level, meaning one that you want to see hold if the current move we're having here is for real. So basically what I'm getting at is that, well, first we had two highs here. This high was at 18. That high, I believe, was at 18.2. So 18 is more of the crucial support level. And essentially what I'm getting at with that is, if this move is real and if this move really does have bullish support behind it, ideally this level shouldn't even be tested, but if it does, it really does need to hold. It needs to be able to show the strength, and it should. If people are really that confident in it, they should find these prices down here, absolutely bargain prices, and any share should be eaten up. Like I said, ideally, you'd want to see that up here, where if the price were to drop down here, people are like, holy smokes, I want some more shares, I'm going to buy here. But you do have this support level down here, because worst case scenario, let's say it does drop down here and hovers around. If we're looking at the lows, we have a low here, then we would have a low here, and then this low would be up here. So we would still be putting in higher lows, and that's what we want to be doing in the long run of the chart. So it could pull back here and you'd be fine. Keep in mind that is from a longer term chart perspective. Obviously, if you're a day trader and you buy in up here, you don't want to see that happen. But this is more from a longer term chart view, as that's how I have been taking this one for a while now. So overall, after these last few days, you really separated yourself from this crucial support level, and now you have pretty much just blue skies. So with that point, so why do I say there are no resistances? Well, if you look back at the chart, and I've already done this, we all know the story with Washington Mutual. It just totally collapsed and fell down, and pretty much we're above all the previous high ranges. So if I shrink it up, you can see what happens to the chart there. And the reason it does that is because right here is when things just fell apart for it. So that's created a huge, pretty much gap of resistance levels here, and that's why I say we're basically in a blue sky breakout up until if you look at the lows of these, this low was $1.99, that low was $1.51. So even on a conservative side, you can say, and chart wise, the next resistance levels aren't until up over $1. Now, don't go and say, oh, this thing's going up over $1. I have no idea if that's the case. It may keep trending all the way up there. I don't know. But as far as the chart's concerned, blue sky breakout, meaning, the pro is, who knows how high this could go. It could just keep running like it is here. The con being you don't really have any idea of where resistance levels might be. It's pretty much resistance levels develop when people decide to start to take profits. Most recent example being right here. This was a great play, and then at 20.2089, that's where people decided to take profits, and that's where the new resistance was. And as you can see, it took about 2 or 3 weeks to finally get up over there. And there wasn't really anything that was telling you that this was going to be resistance. It just happened there. So that is the one downfall. But don't misunderstand what I'm saying. The pros highly outweigh the cons in a blue sky breakout, and that's what we have right now after today's break of this previous high. So it's kind of a sit back and wait for the next resistance level to develop. So if you have any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. On another note, if you have not already, I'd encourage you to check out bullmarketnewsletter.net. If you go there and sign up for the newsletter, you will be sent a free ebook immediately, which has been getting really good reviews. And you'll also be subscribed to get bullish chart setups, trade ideas, investment ideas, all sorts of things from small caps all the way up to big boards. We've been having some good success and making everybody money. And, it's been a good time. So no strings attached. It is all free, so it's worth at least checking out. Once again, this is Washington Mutual. Everybody have a good weekend.